Maybe next time I should try and be ready before I turn the camera on. So I'm gonna film the intro later. Or maybe not. Did I film an intro to this? So today we're going to make a zine together because I don't know what else we would do. Now this one is going to be a half page, so I'll just get to folding these in halves. Hey, hi. Welcome to my video. My name is Sarah. I'm a musician, a writer, and a zine maker. Lately I've been aiming to upload one video every month, which I know is not a lot, but it's kind of all I can handle at the moment. Today we're going to be working on a zine together, which involves a lot of cutting and pasting, and the exciting part happens when I bring the washi tape out. So enjoy the video. And now I'm getting a phone call. Now the question is, which one should I use for the cover? Probably a blank page. Wow, that's a lot of pages. Maybe not. Maybe that wouldn't be that thick of a zine. I'm sorry about the blurry footage here. I forgot to refocus my camera after I showed that paper, but it will come back into focus soon. Everyone say hi, Lola. I'm also sorry about the large amount of white noise in the back of some of these clips. I think I accidentally recorded with my window open, so I will try to remember to not do that in the future. But I believe the white noise decreases with some of the later video clips I took. Anyway, so as you can see here, I am gluing some pieces of paper that I have previously cut. So what I did was I wrote out the majority of the text that I wanted in this zine on the computer. Then I printed that document off, and so now I spent like 5 days cutting out all the words and gluing them to the paper of the actual zine. What I am not sorry for is all these clips of my rat. She recently lost her cage mate, so unfortunately it is just her and me now, but she is still a very happy rat. And basically I have to socialize with her for a large part of every day. But that keeps her happy, and anyways, here's a good look at my first page. Wow, it looks terrible in comparison to my later pages. So the more time you spend like cutting out each and every line, the better your zine page is going to look, in my opinion. You can see at first I was a little bit lazy and I left some of the blank parts of the page, you know, which isn't bad because I'm using good on one side paper, so the more you can cover up of the, you know, busyness underneath, probably the better it's gonna look when you actually copy the thing. Here I'm looking through my stack for this exact article. I just have a stack of papers from the New Yorker magazine, which I just have stacks of everything. I need to get more organized always, but anyways, I was still able to find this, so yeah. And I was really happy to find this article because it's on theme with the I hope you can't hear my computer fan. It's on theme with the whole idea of this zine, so that was a really lucky find on my part. So the topic of my zine here is politics in the music of Taylor Swift. And this is actually a continuation from volume 1 of my series, Never Meet Your Heroes or Research Them. Okay, so we're on to day 2 here, and the most exciting thing is that I have put in some notes with my pen in between walls of text, and I also drew this fun little drawing here. But now we're on page 6, and I still got 4 and a bit pages to cut up. So, yay! Hey, I didn't do a day 3 update because I worked on this until 10 p.m. on the 3rd day. I think maybe I started about on this page, and I just did a bunch of texts, you know, same thing, not very interesting. I skipped the middle page because I wanted to show me putting my pictures on here. So I skipped over to the end and I just started working on the song lyric portion. Well, I will draw some fun stuff over here. But yeah, you can see on this page, we got the start of the song lyric. I meant to delete all of these line breaks before I printed, and I forgot. And now I used one more page than I would have. I think I'm gonna have some extra pages at the end, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. But I guess we'll figure it out together. Ooh, immediately kicks camera. Some exciting stuff is happening. I am now designing the cover. I decided I'm gonna use the rest of this article. I used the first part of the article on page 2, and now I'm gonna use the rest of the article on the cover. Hey, so if you're enjoying this video so far, it would mean the world to me if you could like it or even subscribe to my channel. I would really like to see you here again next month. Thanks. Should I do some tape? That's probably enough tape. So, what an exciting article that I've taped onto the cover here. It's about celebrities endorsing presidential candidates. And obviously it starts off with Taylor Swift, but then it goes on to mention so many celebrities, and not only talking about the most recent presidential election, but also ones in the past, including Kennedy and maybe President Bush. I don't know. I have to read it again. You'll have to read it again. And then I just wrote some pencil bubble letters for the title. I think I like the square bubble letters better than the round ones. And don't come at me for the contraction, because I googled it before I wrote it, so this is right. So here I am gluing the last pieces of paper that I cut out from what I printed off the computer. I was feeling so triumphant in this moment, but yet I still have a couple blank pages. Blank page, baby. So who knows what I'm gonna write there. But it was so long, I spent so long working on this zine for this video that I was just okay, I need to stop doing the video here, and I'll just finish the zine after I finish the video. Let's zoom y'all in. It's true what they say. I'm going to erase the pencil marks. Never meet your heroes or research them. And there's a good look at the cover. I might also do other things, there's a space here for me to write my contact info. I could tape or stamp things over top of this, but also might want people to be able to read almost the rest of the article. I will just erase this pencil under here and bring you guys back for the next exciting part. Alright, y'all. Something very exciting is going on. I have decided the middle page will be a collage inspired by the title of this article. So I just reached into my box of magazine and newspaper cuttings. Doesn't everyone have a box of that? Just kind of spent some time layering it all how I wanted it to go. So now we have to go in reverse so that I can, stick it to the page. So that should be fun. Should we add washi tape or would that be too much? Is like the green, or should we stick with the one that we used on the other page? So top layer is this little comic here. After that, it's the actual title of the article. After that, it's the picture of the people. After that, we have the knife and the tree. So everything else right now, I can kind of stick down exactly where it is. And I don't know why I keep doing collages, because it's like they are so fun for my printers to print. The poor things. Yeah, it's gonna be a super straight cut. There are margins on a computer anyway, or on a printer, so it won't print all the way to the edge. Should I could like make this one page into like a print. Wow, that's something I've never thought of before. People like all kinds of art, and like a collage art print would be really unique. Okay, I'm gonna like let the muffin chill for now. And next I'm gonna put on the tree. Since the people are going over top, what I can actually do is I'm just gonna like, and you know what's fun? You wouldn't know it unless you were me who cut out the page. But this clipping and this clipping came from the same page of a magazine. But like, it doesn't even look like it. Well, maybe you can tell because they have like similar tones. I feel like a kindergartner could use a glue stick better than I can. Okay, now that I have that all glued, I realized I want to bring some of the tape motif in. So hopefully I can get this tape going before that glue sets. Wow, I really enjoyed making this collage. I feel like it really pushed me as an artist, which, it's so simple. Okay, we've got crow sounds incoming. So, as I was saying, this collage, like a collage is such a simple idea, and yet it still like really pushed me as an artist, like this one in specific. So I'm like really happy with the things that I learned from putting this page together. So yeah, if you're an artist, even if you're not an artist, you should give it a try. You never know what you might learn about yourself. This glue stick feels really weird. Like it doesn't feel like it's working. I'm gonna switch to a different one. Oh yeah, that's definitely getting glue on there. Just something like that. Oops, I got glue on your face. Sorry, cutie. And just flat that. Go like that, and then I think I want to add some tape here. Okay, let me zoom you in on this. So here we've got like this nice balcony, tree behind people, newsprint in behind them, dinner knife with a muffin, and this little comic. The comic says, "Rad, darling. This painting is a masterpiece. Soon you'll something something all of New York clamoring something your work." And then the title of the article that I was talking about on the previous page of the zine. There it is all together. I am artiste. Thanks for coming along with me to make this zine today. Well, over the past 5 days, I know we didn't do the whole zine together. And oh no, I didn't show the whole zine. You're gonna have to head over to my shop and pick up a copy of it for yourself to see the full thing. That was my attempt at an advertisement. Thank you for watching, and make sure you like or subscribe to make sure you see the next video from me. Probably another zine that we can make together.